welcome. This is a monthly tarot forecast for fire signs, so Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are your sun, moon, or rising signs, definitely check out this video. Just a general reminder, this is a general reading, it's a collective reading, so if it does not resonate with you, be sure to check the designated video for your sun, moon, and rising sign. All right, so for fire signs for the month of October, what we're going to do is we're going to pull some general energies with our tarot cards here, and then I have oracle cards here. I'll pull one for love specifically as well, if you have questions for that. So let's get into it. All right, what are the main themes and messages for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius fire signs for the month of October 2021? Whoop. Huh. All right, interesting. Got the 8 of Cups here. Got the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups. I'm gonna go ahead and put one more. All right, and the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right, in the bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. You're moving on from something. You have a choice to make, a big one. You're definitely moving on. You're on a journey. It's interesting. I shuffled this deck really well, but just before this reading, I did a reading for earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, and they also received the 8 of Cups, actually in the same position, so right here in the crowning position. So it's really interesting that you got that as well. You've got Cups here, you've got Pentacles here, but it looks to me like you actually... This is upside down. I don't read reversals, if anyone's wondering. I just read the shadow side of cards, which is technically the reversal as long as it's in the upright position. So we have the 7 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune. There's some kind of like a cycle coming to an end here. And I think it has to do with either a business venture or some kind of emotional decision, and you've been thinking about it for a long time. Because the Wheel of Fortune, it's telling me that it's been taking a long time. It feels like things have not been turning for you. Things have been kind of stagnant. Things aren't really looking forward, and now it seems like they're looking forward, but you have many options. You have many ways that you could go with this thing moving forward. It's not just one cut and dry answer. And whatever you do decide to do is going to be obviously the right choice. You've got the 10 of Pentacles here. There's lots of abundance. The 10 of Pentacles is also a family card. So if you're in a relationship with someone, specifically, I think that this is kind of pointing to the fact that you could be feeling very secure in the relationship. You could be kind of taking the next step, whether that's moving in together, whether that's children, whether that's marriage, whatever a next step looks like to you in a relationship, you may be taking it. And like the 7 of Cups is saying here, maybe that's several different options. If you're single, then you're probably choosing between a lot of different people. There's going to be a lot of choices of admirers coming into your life, or they just kind of like exist out here in the ether and you're kind of taking your pick of them. This card reminds me of like dating apps, but that kind of mentality that like you get to kind of pick and choose and be picky, and you're kind of ready to do that. You've got the 8 of Cups here. This is a card of journeys, of quests, of you've kind of built up this past that you've had here, and now you're ready to move forward into the mountains, into the valley, into seeing kind of what's next for you, because you're not entirely sure. It is an unknown. So like you have these cups here and you're not really sure what you're going to uncover. And that's kind of an exciting thing. It doesn't have to be a scary thing. Knowing that there's a lot that's coming up for you. The Ten of Pentacles is a wonderful card to get. I don't see anything negative here. There might be a little bit of hesitation. They're telling me to make sure you have all of the gear you need. I'm seeing him here like going into the mountaintops here, but like they're saying make sure that you have all of the gear that you need. So whether that's emotional boundaries, whether that's knowing yourself, maybe it is actual physical gear. Maybe you are going on a hike, going on an adventure somewhere, and you need gear. You need to pack up and go. So that's something that maybe you've never done before, and you need to make sure you're prepared. So the idea of making sure you have all your gear is the idea of making sure that you are prepared, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes up on your path that you've never seen before, and you need to make sure that you have all of the things kind of in your pouch, in your bag, in your emotional toolbox, as they say in therapy, to be able to like deal with that. Yeah, make sure you have all of the gear that you need. You don't want to be stuck out in the cold. Maybe some of you need to get some fall clothes for clothes for the winter, clothes for the fall, new clothes. Maybe we've got a lot of choices here. You might be doing a lot of shopping. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here, so you might be feeling very abundant. You might have been working really hard for your money, and now you're having a very large windfall of money. Money comes very easily to you during this time, and so maybe it's time for you to start a new cycle. It's funny, we've got the Wheel of Fortune here because that's such a fitting card, especially at the time of like changing seasons. So it's almost like you need a new wardrobe, you need new gear, you need to get ready for the next chapter of your life. And that also came up within the earth signs reading. So if you are an earth sign or earth is in your chart, definitely take a look at that. But yeah, it's like you're ready to fly. You've got all of these like winged creatures here in the Chariot card. They all have wings. I definitely think that, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifying card on the Wheel of Fortune, or just these general energies, just to kind of see what exactly specifically is coming through. What is specifically coming through? General themes, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for October 2021. High Priestess, intuition. I'll go ahead and pull one more. Excuse me. Whoa. Seven of Lightning. Excuse me. I haven't had a cough all day, and now I'm getting a cough. Just like they mentioned before with the make sure that you have your gear ready, I think it's also the concept of like make sure that you're prepared. Like the winter is coming. If you're not taking your immune support, whatever you need, make sure that you're protected for cold season. We've got the High Priestess, intuition, and the Seven of Wands, defense. I think the Seven of Wands really points to, you've got the Seven of Cups here too, so you've just got a lot like coming at you at this time. A lot of different choices, maybe a lot of differing opinions that you're just kind of like sick of hearing. They're really like gnawing at you, they're really poking away at you, and you just kind of want to take some time to kind of clear all of that noise out and really listen to your intuition, really listen to what the universe is trying to say to you, because it is trying to say something to you. There's a reason why you want to go on this journey and you want to move forward. It's not for any random reason. It's for a specific reason. So definitely listen to your intuition. If you get the gut feeling to do something, like I was saying, like packing all your gear, like if you get the feeling that you need to pack something, I keep getting the packing thing, but if you get the feeling that you need to pack something very specific, do it. Even if you're like, this is so random, like I'm not going to need this, you are going to need it. You are going to need it is what they're saying. Seven of Wands, yeah, you might be a little bit argumentative, trying to defend like why you're going on this journey to people who don't really want to listen. So don't waste your energy explaining why you want to have this like next chapter. Just continue doing it, because it's what you're meant to be doing. It's going to bring you happiness. And deep down you know it, because you can sense that. You don't need to listen to all of the chatter from everybody else. It's not necessary. So yeah, definitely be listening to your intuition. If it tells you to pack something or go somewhere specifically, do it, listen to it, and follow through on that. All right, what we're gonna pull next is what you need to leave behind in the month of October, and things that you need to keep, or energies that you need to continue and bring forward with you. So let's go ahead and take a look here. You need to leave behind Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in the month of October. Okay, what do you need to bring forward with you? What energies do we need to keep? Bring in, moving forward for October. Oh my gosh. Okay, so weird. If you if you sometimes I just get the hint that it's a no. If you have not listened to the earth signs reading, I suggest you do, because you're having a lot of cards that have come up with the earth signs as well. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to keep both of these because this one was on the bottom of the deck when I started shuffling and it just felt right. If you know me and you've had a reading with me, you know that I like to pull a lot of cards. Okay, so on things you need to leave behind, we have the King of Cups and we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords represents a worry, kind of like a mental, it's a mental block. I don't think you have a lot of mental clarity at this time. I think because you're overly emotional. If we're looking at this in the shadow sense, you've got the King of Cups, and he's a very, the Pisces full moon just occurred. If you take a look at the dates on that and then take a look at kind of how you were feeling emotionally, I guarantee you were probably struggling and having a difficult time. That's what I'm kind of getting from this King of Cups here. Obviously, fire energy doesn't do very well with water energy by any way, shape, or form. So, I mean, not to say that, I take that back. Not to say that energies can't work together, but fire and water tend to be opposite. Water tends to put fire out, if you catch my drift. I just get this feeling that maybe you were kind of overcome with emotion. And you've got the Eight of Cups here. So maybe it was a very emotional period. A lot of emotionally charged things occurred and you're kind of ready to leave those behind. Like you have a headache. I mean, I know that that's an obvious depiction of this card, but like you really do have kind of like this sense of like, oh my God, is this really going to keep happening? And like, it is going to keep happening until you take the time to do something about it. And instead of wallowing in the sadness, I'm going to pull a clarifying card on this. This feels a little wishy-washy. Can you please clarify? Yeah, okay. All right. Makes sense. You got the Moon, shadow work, and the Four of Swords, rest. So yeah, Four of Swords comes right before Five of Swords, rest, and you've got shadow work. So all of the things that kind of maybe came up during that Pisces full moon time, like I don't think you fully worked through them. And you seem very tired. You feel like you've really been put through the ringer. I don't know if you can see this card, but it's kind of gory. You've got this guy, he's very upset, but like you can see like there's this like trail of I want to say blood. I know that sounds very gory, but there's like this trail of blood, and he's kind of like reached this enlightenment period. So like you're still like, I feel like you're still kind of on this trail of like you've been defeated, like you've really been defeated, and that's kind of the Five of Swords energy, is defeat, or like you've lost a battle. The battle's been lost, and you're really upset over it. And that's okay. Like, you know, we don't get to win everything all the time. If we did, life would be very boring. So be thankful that the universe has kind of showed you that whatever it was not meant for you, or whatever is not meant for you, and you need to leave it behind and kind of move forward on this journey. Journaling might be very beneficial to you. You've got the moon shadow work and for rest. Take some time to like really make sure you're getting enough sleep. Like I said, making sure you have all the gear you need. That's making sure that you're also ready. Like I mentioned before, the cough, the cold, making sure that you're getting enough rest, you're getting enough sleep, that you're able to go out in the day and have a good day. Because you've got depleted energy here. Lots of defeat, you may have had a fight with someone and it did not go well. Or you lost something. You may have lost something. There was a lot going on, and maybe you lost something along the way. Meditation is going to be very important to you. Rest is going to be very important to you. But whatever you did leave behind, I would go ahead, I'm going to pull out a card. I would go ahead and leave it in the past. I think you're getting over it. I don't think that it's like, whatever happened in September, the past couple of months, like I don't think that you're dwelling on it, but it has been like hard for you. Yeah. The Hanged One, Hanged Man, surrender. It's time to just kind of like let go of it. Let it go, let it hang, let it be. Look at it from a different perspective. I always think of perspective when I think of the Hangman. So maybe you think it went really badly, but you're just remembering all of the really bad parts and you're exacerbating those in your mind, and it wasn't really as bad as you thought it was. So just clarity, mental clarity. Your head's kind of been in the clouds. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're taking time for yourself, and don't dwell too much on it. You're giving yourself a headache. You're not at your physical best, is what I'm feeling. And there's no way that you're gonna eventually be abundant if you don't feel physically at your best. You should be feeling abundant in all ways of your life. So if you're not feeling physically at your best, make sure you have all your gear, make sure you're getting your sleep right, make sure you're eating the right foods, make sure you're making the right choices health-wise to get yourself back up to that state. That's what I'm getting from that. So those are the energies you need to leave behind. I'm not going to draw more cards because we have them over here. Energies you need to bring forward. This is really exciting stuff. You've got 3 pages here. You've got the Page of Pentacles, which, like I mentioned before, if you haven't watched the Earth Signs reading, please do, because Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, they pulled both of these cards. Actually in the same positions. I'm telling you, it's really wild. I don't make this up. This is how it is. So you've got the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands. You have a lot of cups here. You've had an emotional time. You're really thinking about all of the things that you desire. When I think of cups, I think of desire. So you're thinking of all of the things that you desire and how you can get those things. This page energy is very strong. You have every page but the Page of Pentacles. So it's almost like you are ready to embark on this new journey. You want to have like an invigorated sense of energy. Like I said, if you haven't been physically feeling your best, I think that you should make sure that you're getting yourself to peak physical, if as much as you can, peak physical performance, only because you have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands tends to be a very excited energy, or like ready to go out and do things. Pages also are associated with kind of like child energy, so it's almost like you need that energy. You need like the energy of like a 4-year-old in order to get through kind of this next phase, or whatever is what you're embarking on, what's next. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. They keep wanting me to make sure that you know that. I think nature is going to be very important to you. If you haven't had time to get outside, please do. It's beautiful, at least where I live. But you've got the Page of Cups here with this beautiful water background, the Page of Pentacles with this beautiful forest background. Really ground yourself in nature. It's funny that not all of the tarot is very like landscape based, but I always find this one very beautiful, the way that he's kind of like walking away toward the mountains. So, you know, maybe it is like a nature pilgrimage you need to be going on. There's something that you're really wishing for. You've got the Page of Cups here. The Page of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, or it's really like more like a wish upon a star type card. So it's I don't know if you can see in here, but you've got this little pig that's like coming out of this like singing bowl. And the idea of this card is like when pigs fly. And obviously, like, you know, there's gonna be flying cars when pigs fly, and people say things like that all the time, but like, you have to start believing that like whatever you wish for like actually can come true, because it will. If you go around telling yourself things that you wish to, like, whatever you tell yourself becomes true. So if you keep telling yourself that you're a stupid person, not that you are, but not that you are telling yourself you're a stupid person, but if you keep telling yourself that you are, then you will be a stupid person. Like, you won't gain more knowledge. You're going to continue to believe your thoughts and what you tell yourself. So listen to your thoughts. Be very careful about what you're saying about yourself to yourself or about other people. You got the Page of Wands here, so it's almost like there's something creatively that you've been wanting to do, and you haven't really taken a chance on. Maybe it's been like your kind of like pigs fly type situation, like I'll start my own business when pigs fly, or I'll travel the world, or I'll make my own artwork, you know, when pigs fly. And it's the time is now. The pigs flying is already happening. It's happening if you want it to happen. So the idea is like, take charge on that thing. The Page of Pentacles is also really interesting. That's kind of like a student type energy, a very humble energy. So whatever you're embarking on, make sure that you're taking time to learn, that you're allowing yourself to be a student before you become a master. And again, the grounding in nature. So creatively, I think you have there's like Page is very creative energy. So you've got a lot of ideas brewing. And I think that's interesting with the Seven of Cups. That's pretty self-explanatory. Like, you have a lot of ideas. So you have a lot of ways that you can go, a lot of solutions. You're not stuck by any way, shape, or form. You're definitely moving forward. If you're stuck in any way, it's because you're keeping yourself there, with this like, woe is me, oh my gosh, I just can't do it. It's a mental stuck, especially with the swords. Swords are an element of communication, or a suit of communication, of thought. So if you are holding yourself back, it is only you that's doing that to you, no one else. Because the universe wants to move you forward with this Wheel of Fortune energy. So you're not going anywhere anytime soon. No matter how it happens, it's going to launch you forward. But you want it to be in the way that you put out there with the best vibration. So make sure, like I said, that you're eating, you're drinking, you're making sure that you're physically good to go, so that whenever, you know, something comes in, you're ready to take it and kind of roll with it. And that's that Page energy. You're ready to really roll with it. Yeah, a lot of creativity, a lot of movement. Maybe you haven't had a lot of movement. We did pull the Four of Swords back here, but maybe you haven't had a lot of movement, and that's why you're kind of ready to embark on this journey. You're ready to go somewhere new, do something different. You're getting a little bit bored. And it's good. Like, we need to try new things in life. Am I right? Like, we can't just keep doing the same things over and over and over and over again. That would be very boring, and no one would want to be here anymore. So, all right, this next 3 cards I'm going to pull are challenges and or blessings. So challenges that you might have in the month of October, or blessings that are coming in, things that Spirit really wants you to know. So, all right, what are some challenges and blessings for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire signs for the month of October 2021? Ooh. All right, we got the Six of Cups. Challenges with blessings, October 2021. For fire signs. Two of Wands. Felt like I had a whole bunch of cards, but I didn't. All right, we got the Four of Swords again here on the bottom. So rest, rest, rest. If you're not getting sleep, make sure you are. Okay, so we've got the Six of Cups here. We've got the Two of Wands, and we have the Two of Cups. So a lot of twos here, a lot of page energy. None of this seems like a challenge to me. This only seems like good energy coming in. I don't see anything being necessarily difficult for you. Other than when you do have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups relates to kind of nostalgia, the past, old friends, old romantic partners, people coming back into your life from the past. I think of childhood sometimes. So you might be having some people reach out to you. I mentioned in the last videos, in the Earth signs video as well, Mercury is in retrograde until October 18th, so you could have people reaching out to you from your past. So do not be alarmed if that does happen. That's something that occurs when Mercury is doing its thing, so it's not out of the blue. There's a reason for it. But I get the sense like you're gonna have this childlike energy, and it's funny that you've got this card because you have all of these pages over here too that are like ready to take on the world. And it's funny because you have the Two of Wands here, and I love this card because he's literally holding the world in his hands. So the Two of Wands comes up when you're about to embark on a journey. I think it's very fitting along this card. These are both kind of journey cards. You're still a little bit in like the planning phases. You're not really at a Three of Wands energy yet. You're still at a Two. So it's like early stages of planning. You're excited about it. You're kind of getting all of these ideas, idea generation, and now you're in the planning stages. So getting the ideas together, and now you have to plan how you're going to execute it. So this is kind of an execution card. You know, you've got all of the possibilities, but you're looking at the map, you're looking at how things are laid out, you're looking at how you really want it to unfold. So this very well may be a creative venture because you've got the Page of Wands here and the Two of Wands. But it could also be a romantic partner because you do have the Seven of Cups here, and you've got Eight of Cups, you've got Page of Cups. So, and right here, beautiful, beautiful card, you get the Two of Cups. So it's almost like someone's going to be coming in. It could be somebody from your past, so just beware. May or may not be. You could also be reaching out to somebody from your past, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting the sense that they're coming in this is also known as the proposal card. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but it could mean marriage proposal. It could also mean other types of proposals. Like I mentioned, moving in with somebody, that kind of thing, the next step in your relationship. I think I said that earlier with the Ten of Pentacles here. So it's like you want that happy family, happy home kind of situation, but you're still in kind of like the early like butterfly stages. But somebody could be coming in romantic wise, and you may have to choose between them and another person, or them and many other people, because you've got this Seven of Cups here. But you have a lot of options. You're not limited in your options by any way, shape, or form. The only challenge I can see happening is this being somebody coming in from your past that maybe caused you a lot of strife, and did not really help you in any way. It wasn't a healthy relationship. And you've got the King of Cups here. Maybe it was somebody who was a King of Cups energy. Maybe they were in the shadow sense, so maybe they were very overly emotional. It was a very emotionally charged relationship. There was defeat, maybe deceit even at one point. So cheating, maybe they cheated on you, or they just were not a trustworthy person, and it did not work out for that reason. So just be aware that, you know, even though they may come in with, you know, this little child here is offering flowers to the other child, even though they may come in with like an offering, like a peace offering. I'm getting peace offering. Take a second to take stock and really see them for what they're worth. If they've done that much damage in the past, they definitely can't undo it in one day. So you need to be considerate of that as well. Yeah, they're showing me the man over here on the right in the Page of Cups. They may come in very like extravagantly, maybe kind of like showing off how much better they are now, or something like that, and you kind of may get caught up in that, like, oh, they look a lot better, or they look like they lost a lot of weight, and they, like, you know, they got a whole makeover and they look better than they did before, like they look like they really have their shit together. But it's also like, is that just a facade? Like, is that like cool? Yeah, they look better physically, aesthetically, but like at the end of the day, like, are they still the same kind of really awful person who put you through all of this strife and emotional turmoil? So consider that. Don't take everything at face value. Really give it some time. I'm not saying you can't talk to them, but that's the only kind of like challenge I kind of see coming forward here. That's what I see the most. All right, so that is what we've got so far for our energies. I'm going to go ahead and pull you some oracle cards. So we've got additional messages for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I have a card that's backwards here. For the month of October 2021, fire signs. What do Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius need to know? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull all of them. Okay. And this will be your love cards. What do fire signs need to know for love in the month of October? These cards are so difficult to shuffle. Ooh, okay, you got two. Fun, fun, fun. So, getting a lot of love. Okay. All right, so you've got practice, practice, practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. I love that card. That's what I'm kind of getting from the pages, like all of these pages together, really specifically like the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Like you can tell they're like, I don't know, they remind me of like college students like ready to embark on a journey. Like they're like so excited they get to go into their new classes and start the school year. So you may be in new classes starting the school year somewhere. If you are a student, this definitely might resonate for you. But it's a sense of like like I said, you're ready to embark on a new journey. It might be a business journey, it might be a student journey, it might be kind of just something new that you're exploring, and in order to kind of get better at it or really start to enjoy it, you need to take some time to practice. So self-practice, whether that's meditation, whether it's cooking, whether it's something really, really small, take time to practice. Make sure you got all your gear. Make sure you're ready for the journey. You've also got let yourself receive, allow others to give you loving care, receive without guilt or apologies. So this kind of is showing up for me in the Six of Cups. So maybe someone is offering you flowers, they're offering you condolences, maybe somebody that's really sad, but maybe one of you had someone recently pass that was very close to you, but people want to help you, people want to give you solace, or people want to just give you support. Wow, okay. People want to give you support no matter what's going on. So maybe you've just been having a rough time, or maybe sometimes you just need a helping hand. You just need somebody to let you know that everything's okay. People want to help you. People want to be nice to you. And if somebody wants to give you a gift, it's definitely this card. Go ahead and let them. You know, don't be like, oh no, I didn't need this. Like, no, just say thank you and move on. So let yourself receive. If it's coming to you, it was meant to come to you. So that's very important. I've also got two love cards here. So this is for people who's single and or in a relationship. You've got this beautiful one right here. And on the back, it says time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So if you've been waiting for somebody to come in, or you've been waiting on a message, or you've just been waiting for things to kind of take the next step, give it time. Maybe that's what that's kind of saying about this, take the next step. You've also got this beautiful one. I'll show you the imagery there. And it says, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So this sounds very grim, and I apologize, but if somebody did have somebody pass very recently, I think this is a message from that person that has recently passed to you. And this is them just saying that, you know, they're thinking of you and they love you. For those who are in a relationship or are not, whoever you're thinking of when it comes to this message, this is from them. So take that as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But that is, you know, when you first saw this card, who you were thinking of, and that's who the message is from. Okay, I think that is all I have for fire signs. So if this reading resonated with you, please let me know. Please give it a like, or leave a comment down below with what resonated specifically for you. If you would like to see more videos, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I'm hoping to do these monthly readings once a month, and I might try and do mid-month updates on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me over there on Instagram, my name is Vidrology. And if you're interested in private readings, I do offer private readings over on my website, and you can find the link to that in the description box below as well. All right, thank you so much. Take care.